So you're thinking about getting your license. Congratulations. Now you're asking the question, is real estate the right choice? For some of you, it is. For others, it's probably not. So let's talk about a number of things. One is availability. Do you have the time to put into a real estate career? If the answer is no, then don't get your license. If you have the time, well, Aaron, what does that mean, have the time? It's going to take a lot of time to grow your business. It's going to take hours. It's not something that you can just grow part-time. You need to invest in it. You need to be available. You need to be available on the weekends and the evenings and during the day to answer questions, to show properties, to do open houses. So time availability is absolutely key. Let's talk about your personality. If you are a people person, this business is probably good for you. If you don't like people, don't get your license. Go do something else where you don't have to interact with people. This is a people person business. We are talking with people all the time, on the phone all the time, emailing people all the time, seeing people at open houses all the time, putting people in our cars and showing them properties all the time. If you don't like people, this business is not for you. It should be like a non-starter, like no-brainer, but unfortunately some of the people that I've talked to sheepishly admit that they don't really like people, and I encourage them to leave and not come back and not to consider real estate. Why? Because we have to like people. Let's talk about your own perception of yourself. If you are generally a confident person and you are courageous and you like challenge, this is a good business. If you are generally cautious, you're afraid to risk, and you need advice and direction all the time, this probably isn't the great business, because those that succeed in this business are those that have courage, they have strength of mind, they have strength of character, and they're go-getters. They're driven. They want to achieve, and they do. If you need somebody to stand behind you or beside you and to coax you and to encourage you to move forward in order to be successful, probably not the right option for you. Let's talk about stress. Real estate means that you take on the stress and the anxiety of others upon yourself as you go through a real estate transaction. It's the largest transaction that most people make in their life. There's a lot that's lying on these transactions. People buying a home is an emotional decision. When they're working through the process of escrow, it's an emotional process. Do you have the capability to carry that burden and to walk through that as a counselor to help your clients? People that previously worked in teaching, nursing, psychology, and law enforcement typically do really well because they are all used to taking on the stress of a situation, figuring out what needs to be done, handling it, and moving everybody forward. Those are great career options, like predecessors to real estate. Great skills. However, you don't have to have that. You could just like challenges. You could be a great people person, and you thrive on the intensity of this business because it's a break it or make it. It's like we're going to either make it or not. And so because of that, you want to survive in this business. If that doesn't sound like you, let me encourage you. Look at other options. There's no shame in that. There are some fabulous careers. In fact, there's a lot of fabulous careers outside of real estate. But real estate is geared for that person who loves that energy of chaos, loves putting that transaction together, loves thriving in that environment, and then can get the job done. No abandonment here. You can't start a transaction, you can't start working with a client, you can't start the whole process and then abandon it halfway through. So if that sounds like you like a challenge, you like to finish things, this is a great career. Congratulations, you found one.